What is up, everyone? It is your boy Attach, and I'm so excited to upload this video for you guys. This is probably going to be one of the most beneficial and helpful videos I've ever uploaded on my channel. I really want to focus on getting everyone's aim better, whether you have the worst aim in the world, or your aim's already really good, but you just want to find out a little more secrets and a couple moves to make it even better than right now. First off, a shout out to Alan for getting another first comment on the video. He's done it 2 days in a row. Alan, you're an absolute beast. Thank you, bro. And guys, there is 84% of you are watching my videos aren't subscribed, so please make sure to hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate that. We're running it up to 250,000 subscribers. It is close, we're on the way there, but I really do appreciate that, all the likes and the comments, and I do try to reply to every single comment in the first 24 hours uploading the video. So make sure to be in the comments early, ask questions, talk about the gameplay, whatever you want, and I will be replying in the first 24 hours. But let's get right into how to get a better shot. Like I said, it's tough. It's not easy just to get a good shot. When I started playing when I was like 10 years old, that's when I started playing COD. My shot was terrible. I was a terrible player, but I used a couple tips and tricks, and I just improved over the years, kept working hard on my shot, trying to make my aim perfect and my centering really good. And then later on, I won a Call of Duty World Championship and many other tournaments. So I'm here to give you my best tips and tricks and hopefully to help improve your game. First things first, you want to have the most comfortable equipment. So find a controller or the mouse and keyboard you're comfortable using and just practice with that one. Get used to how it feels and how the movements feel, and just trying to get that muscle memory with the way you move. And then you, of course, need to have good in-game settings. I will show you a picture of my settings. I actually just uploaded a video. If you want to go watch that, I go super in depth on my settings and why I use them. It's slower for some of you, but most pro players play on slower sensitivities to make sure to hit every bullet and just make your shot as consistent as possible. If you do play on a super high sensitivity and it works for you, hey, keep doing your thing. It's working for you. But like I said, most players do play on like lower sensitivities around 5.5 or 6.6. I cannot say this enough. It is so important to warm up. Go in a private match, put some bots on, get your movement right, get your shot right, use a gun that you've been struggling with or a gun that you have been playing good with, but you just want to get down the recoil pattern, because making sure you remember the pattern, getting the muscle memory with that weapon, and always hold down on your right analog stick. Holding down your right analog stick at all times, no matter what gun you're using, no matter what gun you're shooting. I mean, with a sniper, it doesn't really matter, but with every other gun that's an AR, automatic, SMG, LMG, whatever it may be, hold down on the right stick to help control your aim. If you're not doing that, it's going to be very hard. The gun's going to be flying everywhere. You're going to be missing shots. You're going to be shooting walls, shooting circles, octagons. But yes, please hold down on your right stick, go into private match, get your aim right, get your movement right, and then go into the game. If you just go into a game playing, it's gonna take you a couple games to get warmed up. And in Warzone, you don't always have that many chances to fight people, so you got to make your chances count. So make sure you're warmed up before you play. Whenever you're in a gunfight, you always want to be pre-aiming. You never want to be the person that gets caught off guard. If you get caught off guard, they're going to get a free kill on you or a very easy kill on you. And if you have someone hurt, unless you're chasing after them, don't just sprint at them like a maniac. Take your time, get pushed up, but you don't always need to be sprinting. You can be ADSing at the corner. You could be like crack aiming, what they say, like aim in, aim out, aim in, aim out. Just be ready for that gunfight. I don't know how many times I've been one shot, and the guy that makes me one shot starts sprinting at me. I pop out from around the corner and just rip through his armor and shred through it and kill him easily. So you never want to be caught sprinting. Always be pre-aiming, always be ready for the fight. If you're pre-aiming, especially in Warzone, you're going to get so many kills and do so much damage before. Adding on to that point, whenever you have stuns and nades, it should be the best play ever to push people. It makes it so easy. If you know they're behind a building, throw the stun back there. They're stunned for a couple seconds, they can't see, they can't move, and you can get the advantage. You can climb up on the building and shoot them from above. You can rush to the right and shoot them. You can just do whatever. Get creative with it. And if you have them stunned and you have a nade on your class as well, you can also throw a nade over there. Your nade's gonna hurt them. They're gonna freak out. When I get stunned and naded, I'm one shot. I'm like, oh my god, I can't see. I'm hurt. I can't move. And the next thing you know, someone's already shooting at me, and you have to they have to absolutely world star you and have very good prediction and shot to kill you. So use your tacticals, your flashes, stuns, and your nades, all that good stuff. It just makes every kill and gunfight easier on you. Positioning is everything. When you are on a head glitch and a team has to push you, or you're on the high ground on the side of a mountain and a team's below you in the mountain, it's the easiest gunfights ever. you pretty much, you and your squad just rain down on them while they're in open field. So make sure, especially when you're playing Warzone, you take advantage of the zones. And if you also capture those flag things you see on the minimap, those will show you where the next zones are going to be, so that can help you win the game and get better positioning for when the zone closes and the gas comes in. And always just, you can play the outside of the zone, you can get to the high point on the mountain and look for people that have to run in from the outside part, or they're going to die from the gas. So you can get easy kills on them. You could be in head glitches, you could be set up. Whenever you're in a head glitch or on high ground compared to them, it's way easier shots for you and so much more difficult shots for them. Only a very advanced player would be able to kill you from low ground when you're up high, or if you're missing shots. But hey, if you're watching this video, you won't be missing shots for much longer. I said this earlier, but please make sure to hold slightly down on your right analog stick whenever you're shooting. And also, learn the recoil patterns of every single gun in Warzone. Like when I have the AK, I'm like, okay, this gun has a lot of recoil, it has a lot of kick, I have to get ready, I should probably tap this weapon, I shouldn't go fully auto, or I'm lighting up the whole building, I'm not even hitting the person anymore. Just learn the recoil of certain guns, learn like the shotgun timings when you have to like shoot a bullet pump, or you have to cock back the sniper when you're using that. You really want to know all the timings and the patterns of each weapon, because that's so helpful. You know what you can do and how much time you have to do it. So learning everything and just getting used to it is so important. So whenever you have a weapon, because they've been adding a lot of new guns in season 3 on the floor that are actually really good. So like whether you have the FR 5.56, which is the FAMAS, the 3-round burst, which is a melt machine, you're used to how it shoots, and you always have the advantage in a gunfight. When you're at medium to long range, it's very important. Only certain guns can have fully auto at medium to long range. I would say the M13 could do that. It shoots very fast and it has very little recoil. If you haven't seen my M13 video, you need to go check it out. In my opinion, that is the best medium to long range gun in Warzone. It absolutely shreds through armor and has very little recoil. But if you're using a gun like the SCAR or an LMG that has a little more recoil, you want to tap your gun, because if you hold the fully auto, it's going to go everywhere. Your bullets are going literally all over the map. So it's very important to just tap, maybe shoot like 3 bullets at a time, 3 bullets at a time, 3 bullets at a time, and make sure they are accurate, rather than trying to spray the whole clip and missing every shot, because that has no benefit. You're spraying your whole clip quick, getting rid of the ammo, and missing every bullet. So make sure your aim is on point and you're tapping the shots, because when you go fully auto and you're missing, your shots are going to go everywhere. This tip is very simple. You can make all your classes crazy in this game. There's so much customization. That's one of the things I love about Modern Warfare, how you can make guns super good at long range, super good up close, and whatever you want. But in Warzone, you're in a lot of medium to long range gunfights, so make sure you use the recoil control attachments to help with the recoil control. I know it sounds very obvious, but if you don't want to miss bullets, make sure you can control the recoil, and by using the best attachments to control recoil, it's going to make it way easier for you to shoot straight and get a lot of kills. Ooh, and my favorite when it comes to sniping, you guys know I love sniping. If you've watched me play competitive or seen my channel before and followed in the past, you know how much I love sniping. And sniping in Modern Warfare Warzone is honestly so much fun. I just love pulling the sniper out and going crazy trying to headshot everyone. But sometimes you need to slightly lead your shot depending on how far the person is, or if they're running across a field. You might need to aim your shot slightly in front of them, and so the bullet drop hits them when it catches up to when they're running. So you kind of want to practice that. That's something that you just have to keep using, getting repetitions on, and learning the pattern and how far you need to shoot in front of people when you are sniping. Because getting that headshot and getting that down, or the team wipe, is the best feeling. I love doing that in Warzone. Honestly, my favorite. So one more thing with snipers is that if you have thermal on, I use thermal, I like it a lot. I like it without thermal as well. But when I am using thermal, you cannot see through unbroken glass. So if you're camping up in a building or looking through a window and the glass is not broken, you are not going to be able to see through it with thermal on it. And this last tip is when you have a squad or you're playing with some of your friends and teammates. When you see someone and they don't see you, get your teammates ready. Say, yo, I see one right here. Mark them for your teammates, and then team shoot them at the same time. Like you can do a little countdown, or just say go and start spraying them at the same time. The more people shooting at someone, the faster you're going to rip through their armor and the quicker they're going to die. So use teamwork for that. And on the other end, let's say you are pushing someone, you have someone really hurt, you're absolutely frying this game, everything's going your way, and you want to push a team. Maybe just run up, get a couple bullets in them, throw a stun nade, and tell your teammate to look over you. While you're sprinting up, have your teammate pre-aim looking over you so the other team can't just pop out and start spraying you while you're running at them. Make sure that you have a teammate looking over you and call out for him, yo, I marked them right here, look over me, I'm going to push them. And just have them fire shots, get them hurt if they peek out at you, and then by the time you get there, they're going to be super hurt and you can finish the kill and get the team wipe. And that is going to do it for this video. I hope these tips and tricks seriously do help your game improve. If they do, feel free to share this video with your friends, teammates, or whoever you play with that wants to improve. And like I said, please leave some feedback in the comments down below or ask some questions and I will try to answer them for you. But thank you guys all for watching. You made it to the end. You are a real one and I appreciate you. I will see you in the next video, and as always, my name is Attach and I'm out. Peace.